Hello YouTube! And hello fellow simmers! I am Pinstar, and this is the Immigrant Challenge Strategy and Tactics Episode 1. So, yes, the Immigrant Challenge, where you take a sim, pre-made or CAS. They have moved to a new country, they don't know the language, and they must get themselves established via their own business. So we have ourselves our Wonder Child. For those of you who have watched my Wonder Child challenge, you'll recognize this nice young lady, Athieania. My Wonder Child from my previous playthrough is now the star of the show here for the Immigrant Challenge. So we have moved here to a $2,000 lot here in, what the heck is this place called? I've been playing this game for how long? And I don't even remember the name of the green world. I am disappointed. Willow Creek, thank you. Willow Creek. So yeah, we've got her moved in here to Bargain Bend. No house and whatnot here. I have a couple other families moved into the neighborhood, which you are allowed to do in this channel. Challenge. So you will see them soon enough. But we have more work to do. Before we are allowed to spend money on anything, we must go here and purchase a retail store. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, as far as our choice of location, there's two options I'm toying with. First, there's Oasis Springs, which gives us dusty turf, well, for $3,500. Not too bad there. The alternative, oops, didn't want to cancel out of that entirely. No, don't play a game. The alternative is to go with the new zone, Magnolia Promenade, and go with the empty plot there. But you know what? Since it's cheaper, I think I'm going to go with Preeminent Domain. I do highly recommend that you go for minimalist plot purchases or house purchases. The rules do allow you to start with pre-made stuff, but if you spend too much on the structure of your house and or business, you're going to be in a cash crunch. I mean, you're going to be in a cash crunch regardless. Okay, so we've got ourselves our business. We've got ourselves $1,500 left in our household funds. At this stage of the game, now that we are a temporary citizen, we are free to transfer our funds between our household and our retail back and forth by any denomination that we want. So we're just going to dump a whole bunch here into retail. Yeah, $12.50. That'll give us a fair amount to splash around with. Okay, now let us get started setting up our shop. Yes, we're going to set up our shop first before we even think about building our home. And even our shop is going to be a little on the Spartan side. Now, there's a bathroom right next door, so we don't actually need to spring for a toilet. So if our sim or one of our customers needs to use the facilities, they can just run right over here real quick. And that will save us some money. I'll probably get a bathroom set up for the home lot in case they need to go there. But yeah. Alright, so first we got to decide what kind of business we want to do. Now, we're not allowed to sell either found or sim created. Oops. Yeah. We're not allowed to sell found or sim created items yet. We have to strictly go by build mode or buy mode stuff. But that being said, we can just go with a certain theme, which is unfortunate. Athie's got herself a maxed out painting skill, so she's allowed to paint paintings. I just can't sell them to retail, at least not yet. But more to that a little bit later. All right, so I think, yeah, let's go back in here. Let's you know what? Let's make an antique store. Why not? If you're looking for a theme, you could try just using the search bar to search for common themes. Let's see what, well, the old-time antique toilet. Well, we could certainly, well, actually, yeah, why not? We'll go for an antique toilet. That seems to be the running gag here of the expansion, is selling antiques. Or, not selling antiques, selling toilets. Vintage. Actually, was there anything else under antique? Antique urn, typewriter, writer's desk, antique piano. That's going to be a little canal boat, decorations, mystery antique. Well, actually, there's a couple of things that I want. Vintage. Here we go. Vintage refrigerator. We're gonna buy this bad boy here. There's a method to my madness here. So why I'm buying a toilet and a refrigerator. And let's complete the thing with going with this vintage-looking old school wood-burning stove. You know what? Yeah, we could make this sort of a kitchen and bath type store, but just old school style. Is there like an old clawfoot tub? One that looks kind of old school. Ooh, that's a pretty expensive one right there. Unbreakable. The Epicure, the space bucket. No, we don't want futuristic. Yeah, clawfoot tubs say antique to me, so we'll do that. Is there any other things? Oh well, we certainly want ourselves some. Actually, let's complete the bathroom thing here. See if there's an antique sink. Ooh, that looks pretty. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty antique-y. Let's adjust your colors a little bit. There. All right, that's looking good. That's looking good. Now let's get some counters. Should certainly want some counters. We're going to complete that look. Since you can't sell counters, I'm not going to go for antique-looking counters. And these ones are pretty good because they each sport Environment 2 on them. And apparently, oh yeah, it's because I had her take the. She took the culinary career briefly as a young adult, and so that it remembers that she unlocked that. So that is we're going to use that bonus right there. You're not allowed to start the game with a job if the sim that you decided to use as your immigrant has a job. They have to quit it immediately, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed to use the career rewards that you might have already unlocked. And since she was an A student, she started with a few promotions under her belt, so she got some of the low-hanging fruit there. All right, beautiful. Do we want? Actually, let's go for one more of these, because we might want to sell a sink. Is there an antique last resort? We're just looking. Nah. All too cheap. All too cheap. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. Also, as a note, while the rules say that you're not allowed to liquidate stuff in build mode / buy mode, as long as it's in the same session, you are allowed to. So I realized, all right, I bought this extra thing. I'm going to sell it back for the same thing I bought it for. It's net 0. It's just a matter of using. You're not allowed to sell that for later on in the game if you were going to try and make a profit in a different play session. You know, between build modes and whatnot. Anyway, all right, so we've got ourselves some of that. One thing we do need for our retail business. There we go. Now, what's the difference between you and, say, one of the other registers? Well, it doesn't matter at the moment. We're just going to go with one register here. All right. There is something else I want. to help facilitate. Actually, yeah, one more item that I'm going to buy to sell. First off, we're going to get this easel here. I'm not necessarily going to use it for selling purposes, although we can. Yeah, the easel's going to be in, and I also want a chess set. This $1,000 one would be pretty good, actually. Fun plus environment 3. Alright, why not? And I know, because I'm down to $3,000 and I haven't even built anything in my house yet. Don't you worry, I have a plan. I am a man with a plan. Alright, let's get a couple of El Cheapo chairs here. Beautiful. Alright, I think we're good. Yes, we are. Alright, so we go back here to live mode. Oh wait, nope, I lied. One more thing we need to buy. One more thing. A mirror. And we can go the whole antique looking style thing here. I think there should be a good antique mirror here. Vision, full observers. We want something pricey. Yeah, we can go with this thing, although I'm not a fan of the trim. Yeah. Alright, we'll buy you in white. Beautiful. Stick you in there with the bathroom stuff. Alright, excellent. Alright, now we're done. Pretty sure. Alright, so we got a couple of things to do before we get ourselves started. First off, she left off here as a Renaissance Sim, and yeah, I know, it's the last step of the Renaissance Sim aspiration. She's got half her skills to level 8 already, but I'm not really in a big hurry to have her grind away 3 high-level skills. So, what we want to do, and because you can select new aspirations, this is a viable tactic, she's going to be looking for some love. Because while you can't get married as a temporary citizen, there's no rule against dating. Get yourself ready for marriage, so the moment you become a full citizen, you can pull the trigger and get yourself married. So we're going to switch her to the soulmate aspiration here, so she can get some good aspiration points and some helpful and possibly synergistic wants. And whims along the way. So there we go. We've got that. Now I have already adjusted her charisma skill to zilch. She used to have a 5. Now she's got zippo. But we got to start working on that because charisma is actually quite important in terms of your business here. So few things we want to do. I think first order of business is I'm going to have her go here and have her do a confident painting. Now notice I have all the emotional paintings. That's her that's the perk she had from completing her painter's aspiration, is that she can paint any of the emotional paintings. Now again, rules say that I'm not allowed to sell this painting, but the rules also say that you are allowed to use it. So if your sim is a master cook and they create a masterful meal, you can't sell it in a bakery, but there's no rule against just eating it or serving it to guests. It's not like there's no pay for sims to stay on your lot, so you can keep your guests / customers happy with your stuff. You just can't sell it to them if your sim made it themselves or found it or earned it through a reward. Basically, if you ever get any freebies, you can't do that, and and paintings are sort of like freebies. Yeah, you have to pay $100 for them. All right, we got ourselves a really awesome masterpiece. Even wow, almost $5,000 there. I'd love to be able to sell this thing, but nope. And that's kind of the reason why I put that rule in place. Because the financial part of this challenge would be rather laughable if you could get it done in a couple of paintings. All right, so yeah, let's build ourselves just a wall. All right, we're gonna hang you on this wall. We're going to enable that emotional aura. And you're very confident. Wonderful. That's what we like to see. Let us practice our speech. We need to get that charisma skill up. I just want to practice up my first skill point here, essentially. Alright, she's got her skill reestablished. And now up to level 2. Alright, that's really the critical level that we were looking for. Alright, now we gotta meet some eligible bachelor. You are a young adult. Let's go say hi. You also look like you're about to explode. But we're gonna go. Yeah. He's probably about to pee himself. But what do we got? Materialistic, self-assured glutton. Not the best combo here. But what we can do here is we can do a couple Brighten days, a couple compliments of outfits. This not only builds up our relationship, but also builds up our practice speaking in the mirror. Builds up charisma quite quickly, but also builds up our friendly relationship. Now, whether or not he's going to be Mr. Right, I don't know. I'd invite him to play some chess, but he's happy now, but I have a feeling he's going to be unhappy in the very near future. All right, yeah, she's getting bored, so I think we are going to play. Maybe I can flag. Yeah, he needs to use the bathroom. Well, there's a public restroom, like right here, dude. You don't gotta be all, I'm about to pee my pants. In fact, here, has to play. I don't have permission to use the object? Curious. I might have to have the chessboard at home. Which is fine, actually. That's fine and or dandy. We'll just stick it and the other stuff in my inventory here. Alright, so yeah, we can get started here. Why not? Do our first day of business. So, price markups. We're not going to get a lot of customers, and we're gonna be dedicating a lot of our attention to our what few customers we do get. So I'm gonna hike things up to I'm gonna hike them up to 50%. I'm gonna do higher markups, but bigger profits. Now, as far as setting things to sale, the mirror, the tub, the toilet, the fridge, the oven. Can't set the counters, but what the heck? We'll set the easel itself for sale. Why not? Oh, why not? We'll set that for sale too. All right. So now we just wait. Here, you're bored. Make a prank call to your sister. Should be raising fun. Come on, what kind of prank call doesn't raise fun? Boo. Alright, fine. We will play a game. A cell phone game. That should help top us off a little bit while we wait for a few people to come. Yeah, I know I'm not doing much in the way of advertising, but really, we just need like 1 or 2 people. All right, well, while we wait, use the bathroom. I know the store, quote unquote, doesn't look like much. Maybe I do need to put out some sort of advertising for it. I won't begrudge a little advertising, a little signage, retail sign. Let people know that this isn't a homeless person, it's actually a store, despite the lack of outer walls. Oh, did I not open the store? I didn't open the store. That would be why people aren't showing up. Oh. Who are you? Eli C. Well, you're a full adult. I want someone as young as she is. For maximum age. Alright, Bernardo. We're going to say hi to you. Not a customer, but that's okay. Goofball Gloomy. A young adult with only 2 traits. Interesting. Well, we can still practice our charisma skill on you, even if we're not going to boyfriend you up. Anything with those sunglasses are charisma builders. And because she's in a confident mood, she gets a boost to her skill gains when she's working on that. All right, our first potential customer, J. Huntington III. And Mr. P-Pants, Eric Lewis. All right, it's time to get to work here. All right, non-committal, bro, and active. Oh, hey, Mousy! For those of you who may have been following me in my previous Let's Play series of The Sims 4, I did the Rosebud Challenge, Euphorial Queen's Rosebud Challenge, and Mousy, along with her husband Grizzly Bar, were my challenge Sims there. So welcome, Mousy. We need to get out of here. Move over here, closer to the painting. All right, let's focus on Mousy. We need to not be focused. We need to be confident. Although, hang on, is there any bonus? Well, all right, we're gonna do 1 of each here. We're just gonna hyper focus on 1 person at a time rather than trying to sell everybody. And yet we're getting points for every successful retail social. All right, shopping preferences, enthuse. There we go. There we go. Now we're back to being confident. Alright, her sales bar is going up nice and high. And here's the whole reason why I wanted that confident painting in the first place. This thing right here. Close the deal. Very powerful social. It's even on a cooldown, an invisible cooldown. But you watch the bar here. We might make the sale by itself just by doing that. Look at that. Boom! Closing the deal. Very good thing. We can actually leave Mousy alone here because you don't necessarily. I mean, if you max the bar, they'll buy it instantly. But after a while, they'll make a decision whether or not they want to buy. And even if their bar isn't 100% full, they still may buy. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that it's a percentage based on how full the bar is. So she's almost guaranteed to buy us something. So we can go start working on somebody else while she finishes up her. All right. So same deal with you. Answering those questions. Price range. Basically, just go round the wheel to butter them up, warm them up, enthuse about that store, offer the information, and suggest some options. And then by the time I make it through all those socials, close the deal should be all done and off cooldown. And ooh, my enthused about discuss. Am I missing something here? Enthused about endorse products. That's another one you can do once you've gotten the conversation further. Yeah, none of them are quite as powerful as trying to close the deal. All right, I'm gonna wait while I wait for that to cool down. We'll answer some of that. All right, Mousy is ready to buy. Now, here's the thing. You want to get to them quickly. So cancel whatever action, because if they're in a group conversation, they're going to just keep on yammering on. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Even then, it takes them a little while. And I think that's the problem when you hire an employee and tell them to ring up customers, and the customer says they're ready to be rung up, and your employee just completely ignores them. It's not that they're slacking necessarily. It's more that they're caught in their group conversation and can't break away to actually do that. So when it comes to ringing people up, I generally, hey, look at you! I didn't even butter you up that much, but you're ready to buy. So I know where I'm going next. All right, she bought the sink vanity for $750. Not bad, not bad. Bought that for $500. She bought that for $750. So that's $250 of profit. And wow, you're ready to buy. All right, I should be able to get to you in time. You can do without any skills. You can get to 2 people before people start saying. So if he says he's ready to buy, ooh, he bought the mirror. Nice. You just want to make sure. There we go. I'll worry about restocking later when the store is closed. And how are our needs doing? Needs are still holding up, so I think I'm going to keep this. Ooh, she bought the toilet for $2,000. Nice, nice. All right, we are looking good here. All right, let's greet our new customer here. Let's go, but let's focus on Mr. Huntington here. Now, yes, I can close the deal right now, but it's usually better to warm them up a little bit. Because they might reject your social, especially at lower charisma levels. When your charisma is higher, then it's actually you're better at your retail socials. That's part of the reason why I have all players floor their charisma down to level 1. Oop, yep, see, he rejected that. I was a little too aggressive with the close the deal there. That's why you're reset to 1, and that's why it's so important to work on that. So actually, rather than doing retail socials, let's practice our charisma. He certainly, it won't, oh, he's ready to buy. Okay. Well, never mind. I'll compliment Miss White Hat here. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to keep going until I run out of stuff to sell or until my moods are too low here. Alright, he got the clawfoot tub. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna go for the throat with closing the deal just yet. The other thing I'll do is I'll close the store once her needs are too low to kick her out of the confident mood. Alright, I'm enthused about that store. Offer some information. Suggest some options, and then close the deal. He should be, because once the mode here changes to something closer to it, then closing the deal becomes a lot more interested in purchasing. That should, yeah, it becomes a lot more likely. Yeah, let's just butter him up just in general. Practice our charisma here while we wait for him to decide. Alright, level 3 charisma, not bad. Guess the other thing I could be doing here, and let me check it out while I wait, is besides the soulmate one, popularity is a good one. Be funny, friend of the world, well liked. Meet someone new in 3 different things, level 4 charisma skill. So yeah, this is party animal. 3 parties now. No. Yeah, you can do that. Joke star, funny. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do that for a while. Once we find someone out there, we'll. All right. I think once he buys whatever he's thinking of buying, then I will ring him up and then close the store to tend to Athie's needs. Oh, and again, don't forget, cancel out of that group conversation, otherwise you might miss it. Please buy the chess table. That would be awesome. Yes! Sweet. And yeah, the 2 chairs went to my inventory. That's fine. Alright, I think we are good here. So we're going to close this store. $6,000. Not all profit, but still pretty darn good. Pretty darn good indeed. So, but here, we're hungry, we're tired, we're bored. How are we going to keep Athie in good moods so that we can keep our store a-hummin'? Find out in the next episode. So if you like this episode and want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya.